24 days, you will decide the fate of America. Ohio will have the final say of who sits at the White House. You will either decide to continue on the path we're on, or take a step back for liberty. In that 24 days, I ask you this. In addition to what you will do in the races that are primary in everyone's mind, what will you do with your judicial races? Amongst your local judicial seats, there are 3 seats for the Ohio Supreme Court. They fall way down on the ballot. In 2008, during the last presidential cycle, 4.2 million ballots were cast in the presidential race. 1.1 million never cast a ballot in Ohio's highest court race. 25% walked away from the ballot booth without ever voting for Ohio's highest court. Now, when you talk to voters across this great state, what you hear is, I got in the booth, I forgot who I was supposed to vote for, there were no R's, there are no D's, there is no help. It is true. Past the primary ballot, there is nothing on the general ballot for judges. As a result of that, you must know who you're voting for. You must know those candidates, and I realize. Because the second thing I hear from them, it's so hard. You never get to see them, you never get to meet them, you never get to speak to them. You don't know anything other than this little TV commercial where they're playing with a puppy dog in the park and it doesn't speak to me, it doesn't tell me anything. You must go out and find information on your judicial candidates. From websites to Facebooks to your own party sites to the ORP's information. It is much easier today than it was ever in the past for you to get that or gather that information. I ask you to please look at every judicial race that will be on your ballot and cast a vote. If you walk away from these races are in jeopardy. You will deliver a resounding vote for what will happen in Ohio. 26 years ago, and it's hard for me to say that because I really don't feel that I've aged, but apparently I have. But 26 years ago, I was a police officer in the city of Hamilton. I left law enforcement with a vision of helping families in my communities during their toughest times. So I went to law school and I hung out a shingle, and I solved community problems one family at a time. In 1998, I ran for a race I was told I could not win. In fact, my county chairman told me I couldn't win it. I was running against an incumbent Democrat who had been on the bench 12 years. I grew up in Cincinnati. I was not a native of Butler County. I thanked him for his time and told him he was wrong and told him I would win that race because there's one thing I believe in: hard work, fortitude, grassroots. I believe I will win this race this year because of those qualities. I've been on the road more than 2 years. I've eclipsed more than 100,000 miles. I've been in Fayette County 3 or 4 times. I've knocked on doors in Washington County and Butler County and up in Northeast. In the next 24 days, I know that I will be in multiple counties, in multiple spots, speaking to multiple people, asking for their help. So, for judges with no help on a ballot, I need your help. Not only do I need your vote, I need your voice. All of you impact everyone that you are close to, whether it's family or friends, people you go to church with or people you meet in the grocery store. Each and every single one of you provide a voice for every judicial candidate. And I ask you, please, in the next 24 days, reach out and talk to someone, whether in person or on the phone or by email or by sending them a note, to vote for a Kennedy, a conservative with a liberal-sounding name, that if you realize I'm a conservative and give me a vote, and the other side is maybe a little confused and give me a vote, we're going to be victorious on November 6th. Thank you for your time, and God bless.